Hey guys, Matt Maddix here, and I want to talk to you in this video about your book in 5 easy phases. Hey, wherever you are, unless you're driving, just take a look at your hand, okay? You see your 5 fingers, you should have 5 fingers, hopefully. That's all you need to think about when it comes to your book. Now, a lot of people get overwhelmed with the process, and that's why I've shot this video, because I want to really just simplify the whole idea of writing a book and show you how easy and fast you can do it. And most importantly, you can actually sell your book so that you can do what we love, and that's make impact and income. While you're impacting people, you might as well make some money at it, right? So here it is. We're going to walk you through the 5 phases of your book. Basically, to give you a little overview, if you really want to know, there's only 5 phases to a book. Number 1 is creating the book outline. Number 2 is writing the book. Number 3 is the look of your book. Number 4 is marketing and selling your book. And number 5, last but not least, the legacy of your book. Now, why Maddix Publishing? I want to share with you guys kind of our backstory about why we created Maddix Publishing. Now, this is not necessarily a story about Maddix Publishing as much as it is a story about you and your book. And so we're going to simplify it, and I want you to only think right now of 3 things in your life. And that's your message, your mission, and your money. Because let's get real. The reason you're watching this video is because you probably have a dream. You probably have passion. You probably want to do something with your life more than just work a job and pay bills and mow the grass. You probably have a burning desire. Maybe you want to become a millionaire. Maybe you want to speak on the biggest stages. Maybe you're tired of being overlooked, or you're looking for more status or credibility, or you want your voice to be heard, or you're ready to make a difference, or you're just tired of struggling with money. Whatever the case may be, my friends, I want you to know that by the end of this video, I will show you exactly how you can take your message, your mission, and your money all from your book. Okay, now real quick, my name is Matt Maddix. Obviously, I believe the Michigan Wolverines are the greatest college football team in the history of the world. And I also believe that Kobe Bryant is 10 times better than Michael Jordan and LeBron James. And I live in St. Petersburg, Florida. I love sunrises and sunsets. I eat healthy and juice a lot. I have good energy. I'm excited about life. But as much as I could talk about me, let's talk about my favorite subject. And that is the one and only Caleb Maddix. Caleb Maddix, my son. Let me take you back. You see the guy there holding him? That's me. That was me about when I was 30 years old. And the reason why I'm showing you these pictures is because they're very significant to the story that I'm going to be telling you about your message, your mission, and your money. And then how you can easily go through these 5 phases to create and sell your book so that you can ultimately get to the 5th phase, and that's where you're getting serious about your legacy, your future, your impact, your voice, and what you're here to do in this world. So basically, guys, look. When I was about 30 years old, I was a preacher back then, and I used to preach in churches and inspire churches to give to the poor, to take care of widows, to serve our vets, to serve the homeless, to go into juvenile centers and bring food and hang with teenagers and go to the hospitals and visit the sick and, especially children's cancer centers. And Anyways, I had a lot of fun doing that because of this. It was centered around a message that I had, and my message was churches need to be more than churches. You need to be more than just a religion. You need to be a church that heals broken, sick people and people that need food or clothes or money. And I was on a mission. And I'll be honest with you, I wanted the good life. I wanted to be able to take my son to ball games. I wanted to be able to travel. I wanted to be able to eat good food. I wanted to be able to wear nice clothes. I wanted to be able to literally live the good life. I was excited about it, and I was working hard, and quite frankly, I'd had some success because I was really good at what I did. But the problem was this. The problem was I was caught in a very, very, very tough place because I was traveling every single week, and it was hard to be away from my son. And I really got to the place where I hated traveling because I just didn't believe that losing a day away from my son was worth any amount of money when I was calculating on how fast life goes by. But I remember struggling back then because I knew I had a message. I knew I had a mission, but I was struggling on how to make money so that I could also not only share my message with the world and live my mission, but my ultimate mission was I wanted to spend time with my son. I wanted to make memories. I wanted to be able to be home when he got home from school and not be stressed and be able to play with him until bedtime every day. And I did. And I was blessed for that. And I wanted to be able to homeschool him. And I did that as well. But I got to tell you guys the truth. The reason that I was able to do what I do is because of the stuff that I'm going to share with you today. Well, here's what's cool. I spent a lot of time with Caleb. And as a result, I started to teach him the power of positive thinking, writing out your goals every day, mastering your habits, living by a routine. And I started to just really teach him a lifestyle of, hey, you're not here to be normal. You're not here to be average. You're savage, man. I mean, I was just constantly instilling in him to think bigger. And one of the things I taught him to do was to visualize, have a vision board, write his goals, dream big, and speak his affirmations. And one morning, he was writing his goals, and he said he was going to write a book by age 20. And I was like, Caleb, come here. I was like, I keep seeing this on your goals. I'm like, son, you're 12 years old. Why do you have a goal to write a book 8 years from now? And he went down the whole list that probably you guys have about why he had to wait until he was 20 and why he couldn't do it. Well, the bottom line is I took Caleb through these 5 phases, and I taught him how to write a book, and most importantly, how to write a book to his ideal readers, which were kids, and how to truly identify what kids want and need. And one of the things that I did, and you guys might want to take a quick screenshot of this or a picture because I don't have time to keep these up here, but I took him through these 10 questions that you need to answer before you write a book. Actually, I've come up with what you call the 21 questions that every single author needs to answer before he or she writes their book, because it helps you get very clear. Well, once he got clear and once he understood, that all the lies and the fears and the self-limiting beliefs about writing a book were wrong, well, he soared and he finished his first book by age 12. There it is up on Amazon. And then he ended up releasing it 2.0. And then fast forward, by the time he was 16 years old, he had written 9 books. Now, this all just sounds like it just magically happened, right? Like, oh, it's just easy. No, you have to understand, back in those days, when Maddix was learning how to write books, starting with this book here, go all the way down to the very bottom right corner. Not the last book, but the second to last book. See that? The Healing Power of Juicing? Well, that was my first book. It was a nightmare. I mean, first of all, I stayed stuck for about 2 years. I kept trying to find publishers that would take me on. I didn't have the money. Some of them wanted $25,000, $40,000. And I kept getting rejected. I didn't know anything about formatting a book. I didn't know how to find an editor. I didn't even know how to put a book together. I didn't know how to get started. I was completely overwhelmed. But I kept at it, and I mastered a process. And I created a system so good that Caleb actually used my system and was able to write one book per month for 8 months straight. And, I'm blessed to be the author of 12 books. He's the author of 10 books. And as a result of him just writing that one book, look at some of the opportunities. We both actually got to go to Arnold Schwarzenegger's mansion, hang out with our friend Rocky, go to Australia and speak on stage with people like Gary Vee, get to be interviewed on Grant Cardone's show, go into business with people like Kevin Harrington, who was an original shark on Shark Tank. And of course, when we were out in Boise, Idaho, doing some business and some funnel stuff with the one and only Russell Brunson, which landed Caleb by the time he was 14, speaking on stage with the legendary Tony Robbins, which was a goal of his to do by the time he was 25. And he did it by 14. It was a really cool moment for us. But let's go back. Let's stop and think. Had that man right there not come off the road, had my truck repossessed, moved into a Sunday school room, literally went broke because I didn't have no other way of making money. I just knew I wanted to be a dad. I wanted to start my own business. I wanted to become like a health and weight loss coach at the time because I lost 45 pounds. I was very passionate about health. A couple of my friends died of heart attacks, but I was stuck. And the problem was, in fact, let me talk to you guys from my heart, okay? Let me just give you some of the basic reasons why people don't write a book, because this is what kept me stuck, okay? And a lot of people don't write a book because they don't know how to get started. That was me. They don't believe they're a writer. I mean, guys, I flunked English. I was horrible at grammar. And you can tell, I even misspelled the word grammar right here. I actually did it on purpose, just to give you a little laugh. The whole afraid of being vulnerable, I went through that. I'm like, man, do I really want to put myself out there? This is going to be here forever now. What are my family and friends going to think? And then you go through that whole fear of failure, like, what if it fails? What if people think it's stupid? And then I got stuck with overwhelmed with all the details and didn't believe I had enough time because I was already so busy trying to build a business and be a dad and coach my son's baseball team. I didn't even have a free hour in the day. How was I going to write a book? And, plus I couldn't find or trust the right publisher. And I just didn't believe there was any money in books back then. Boy, am I glad that I didn't buy into any of these lies here. And basically, let me just share with you. These are the 4 myths that keep most people from writing their book. And that is, they think it takes a long time because, hey, let's get real. Who has any extra time? We're always trying to get more done and see how we can save time. And now you're thinking of, oh my God, a book? So there's this big myth that, you got to check into a cabin and grow a beard to your waist and take 2 years and not talk to anybody and lock yourself in. And that's the biggest myth there is, guys. That it costs a lot of money. You must be a good writer to write a good book, or that you must have credibility or be famous. Now, guys, none of these are true. And by the way, shout out to Shelley Hart, who stepped up and wrote an amazing book called Unbreakable Faith in Maddix Publishing, which was really cool. And so, guys, let me show you guys something. Here are some of the results that you can expect to happen when you write a book. You're going to get an increase of credibility. You're going to build a legacy. You're going to make money. You're going to be able to share your story. People across the world are going to read your story. You're going to help people. You're going to inspire people. You're going to change people's lives. Okay, you can use a book to build a business. Definitely know you can use a book to get more speaking gigs, aka, if it wasn't for the books that we had written, neither one of us would have been able to speak at Funnel Hacking Live and some of the places that we've been blessed to speak and now get paid $25,000 per speech. So watch this. You can get more speaking gigs because of a book, because now you're an author and authors get paid more. Authors are a recognized authority. And see, you don't need to be an expert to become an author. When you become an author, that puts the stamp on you that you are the expert. People look at you as a credibility. But anyways, I just wanted to go off on that. You can build your brand with the book. Obviously, a lot of healing and therapy. And for nothing else, guys, do it to make your grandma proud, okay? So basically, I'm going to show you right now how we went from our message to mission, the Maddix Publishing way, or AKA the Maddix way. So I've always had a passion for the homeless. So one of the things that I did on my journey of not only writing a book and making money and building a business, I wanted to give back. So we started, taking care of the homeless, started taking Caleb to take Starbucks coffee to the homeless and sleeping bags and just hang out with them. And it was a lot of fun. And I'm not going to take the time to just tell you all the stories, but then we got very passionate about buying bikes and new shoes for fatherless kids because we knew all these kids that were living in poverty. I mean, look at this kid's shoes, right? So Caleb took his money, his book money, and he went and bought these new shoes for this young man right here. Isn't that cool? And it was a really big day for him. I was really happy about it. And look at these kids. We went out and took him out and bought him a brand new bike. There he is right there. And then we bought his brother some brand new shoes. And that's just been kind of our mission, to go out and bless fatherless kids that don't have a dad with new shoes or a bike. And, we've always believed in giving. People don't give because they have because they give. There's something about being a giver. So, I want to inspire you. We would rent ice cream trucks and go into inner city neighborhoods where there were children, and we would give free ice cream and just hang out. We would go into shelters, homeless shelters, and we would bring food and hang out with their families. This is a grandmother living in one room with her 6 grandchildren. You couldn't see the other 2 in the picture, or the other one in the picture, but there's 6 of them. And then going in, like I said, to Children's Cancer Center and hanging with these kids and families and just, giving back. And we created a mastermind where in our mastermind, we have millionaires and we have celebrities and influencers that come to it, but it's all about giving back. At our last mastermind, we flew this young man, Aiden. We met him at Funnel Hacking Live. You can kind of read it here if you want. I'm not going to take the time to read all the way through it. But his one goal was to meet Caleb because his dad had just died 2 weeks earlier. That's his dad right there. Could only imagine. I mean, I remember standing there and I remember, watching Caleb talk to Aiden for the first time and how excited Aiden was and how kind and humble Caleb was. And all I could think is, wow, 2 weeks ago he had his dad and his dad is gone. I couldn't imagine what it would be like for Caleb to be at Funnel Hacking Live without me. He has me. I kissed his cheek that night. I got to stay in the same hotel room with him. Aiden walked through Funnel Hacking Live by himself with his mom, without his dad. And so Caleb and I were able to fly he and his mom to our mastermind, and we had a blast. It was amazing. And then the kind of mission I'm on right now is what I call Maddix Mission 44, and that's publishing books for 44 homeless teens for free and training them how to use their book and make money and give them 100 copies to get started so they can go sell. So that's a big passion of mine, to take homeless teens out there. And the reason for that is because, I've done over 103 missions trips. I've taken Caleb on 53 missions trips. And I've just gone throughout America going in, like I said, healing people that are broken. And one of the things I was very passionate about was homeless teenagers. I found out that there's over 1 million homeless teens in America. Here I am in Seattle with these homeless teens, and they were so beautiful. They were so kind. They were so humble, but yet also so broken. They had nothing. They had no hope. They slept on the streets. You know, some of them, this one right here, we met in a shelter in Philadelphia, and he was cutting himself, not because he's a bad kid, but just because he's in a lot of pain. And so basically what we're going to do is we're going to pick 44 homeless teenagers over the next 90 days, and we are going to publish their book and give them their first 100 copies, and then show them how to sell them for $15 each, and they're going to make $1,500 cash. Then it's going to be a whole mentorship where I'm going to continue to mentor them until they get out of being homeless or get out of the shelter. And then I'm going to teach them what to do with the $1,500 so they can easily turn the $1,500 into $3,000. So my 1-year mission goal is actually to publish for free over 1 million books for homeless teens, fatherless kids, and homeless U.S. veterans. What I mean by that is them being authors. I want to give that to them for free. So that's something really big we're working on. You know, that you can take a look at this. It's just really cool. And the reason why I share this with you is because that's what this whole thing is all about. Your message, your mission, and your money. And I've been blessed to be able to get my message across the world and also live a mission, is some of the stuff that you got to see, and make some money and become a millionaire and, you know, be able to travel and live the good life. And I'm going to talk to you more about that. But yeah, so basically the 44 homeless teens are going to get a one-on-one coaching session with me once a month. We're going to do a retreat with them for free with Caleb and I. We're going to build their funnel. We're going to set up their first Facebook ad. Then I'm going to build a team of people to kind of be the community of that homeless teenager until they get off the streets, until they turn 18, like kind of be their support, be their family. And then we're going to give their books to our celebrity friends and ask them to shout it out. And then one of our missions is to love and heal 18 million fatherless kids. And, right now I'm working on trying to fill Dallas Cowboys Stadium with fatherless kids and single moms for a whole weekend of empowerment and healing and comedy and coaching and breakthrough and gifts. It's going to be a lot of fun. Now, let me talk to you guys about the Maddix Publishing VIP experience, because, again, remember in the very beginning when I said the why behind Maddix Publishing, the why. Well, I got to share with you guys, Caleb and I, on this journey of, discovering our message, our mission, and then knowing how to make money with it. It got to a point where we lived so good that, like, the whole reason we started the Maddix Publishing VIP experience was because we couldn't stand any more good people getting ripped off by the big bully publishing companies. And we also couldn't stand good people embarrassing themselves by trying to save a few dollars by self-publishing, and then some of their work looks sloppy, and then they become like a lot of broke artists, broke authors. They don't make any money. So we're like, okay, let's write down everything we wished we would have had, and let's give this to people and create this VIP done-for-you experience so that all details are covered so that you can just focus on writing, okay? And real quick, I want to show you something real fast. You're going to get lifetime access to the Matt and Caleb Maddix Training Center for authors only. This is where our best training is. And we're also going to give you support and accountability every step of the process. And one of the best parts is we're going to let you keep 100% of the profits of your book, because we didn't want people taking our money and our profits. I love what Ben said here. He said, I hope it's not too late. I just finished watching all the videos and I'm super pumped about writing the book and sharing my message with the world. Caleb and Matt have taken the daunting idea of writing a book and simplified it to an easy to follow process that makes the whole experience fun and stress-free. The amount of information in this course has been worth the investment and has given me a clear vision for my book. Friends, that's what it's all about, okay? So that's why we created Maddix Publishing in the first place. It wasn't so we could make money. We have other ways we make money. This is about the message, the mission, and of course the money, because as a result, Amazon gets blessed. Those that design our covers get blessed. Our editors get blessed. Our formatter gets blessed. Maddix Publishing gets blessed. All the homeless teens that we're publishing books for get blessed. And most importantly, you get a new book and you get blessed. That's why I like what Christopher said. He said, man, your video on the length of books is a lifesaver. Before this course, I didn't know how I was going to publish a physical book because I thought it needed to be like 200 pages. It's so relieving to know that I don't need to stress about meeting a minimum page word count so I can focus on my content and getting my messages across. I love how you say less is more. And that's because we take our authors through the Maddix Publishing easy, and I mean easy, simple. Anybody can do it. 5-phase system. That's where we take you through phase 1. So when you invest in Maddix Publishing, just like our friend Alicia here, shout out to Alicia, who wrote this awesome book, Unlocked, The Secrets of Networking, that everyone must know. And I got to tell you, it's a great book. Well, in phase 1, this is where we take you through the process of you getting so clear about the who, what, and why of your book. Why are you writing your book? Okay, we awaken those 3 things in you. And then we show you how to pick the best title, a subtitle that catches attention, and then obviously how to name your chapter titles. And then like I talked about a little bit earlier, we're going to walk you through the 21 questions you must answer before writing your book. So that, guys, the reason why that's important, you might think, oh, I'm just going to write a book and share my passion. No, you got to answer these 21 questions because they help you come up with your content and your clarity. Okay, then we're going to take you through the Maddix method of deciding on your topics and your stories. And then we're going to give you a checklist of everything you need to start. Man, you know what's cool about that in phase 1? All you got to do is follow the checklist, okay? I want to share something with you real quick before I show you phase 2. Look what Hope said. She goes, oh my God, I can't wait to give a full testimony once we finished our book. So we've been to Maddix Publishing a few weeks and have already been blown away by Matt and Caleb. From the very first phone call, we're giving value. Matt gave us ideas for our book, answered questions, and actually spent time talking with us before he even knew we would sign up. And the VIP day changed our lives. And now we're on fire to keep writing and building our brand and having a vision that we're confident about. So thankful for you both and your giving hearts. I thought that was cool. Now watch this. Now, once phase 1 is over, you're going to simply go into phase 2. And that's the Maddix writing secrets. And that's where you just simply go through our basic, easy steps of writing your book. These are very important because as you go through our writing secrets, you're going to master the art of never getting writer's block and learn how to flow as a writer. And then obviously, which is extremely important, our top 10 secrets of telling your story so that people will love reading it. And then I'm going to give you our writing schedule. And what's cool about that is you work at your own pace, okay? And we keep this, remember, this whole Maddix Publishing 5-step process, or the 5 phases that we take you through, is so that all you have to do is flow and write and share your story. We handle everything else, okay? Shout out to our man, Island Glazier, who wrote an awesome book about recovery. And then look at Tosha. She wrote this amazing book, Lies That My Mind Tells Me How to Overcome Anxiety. It's a must read, but look what she said. She said, how to write a book helped me answer the questions I had regarding length, title, and content. I was always concerned and stuck on how to structure my book. I had the ideas, but I didn't know how to execute them. This course calmed my anxieties and made the process feel much easier than I thought possible. I was motivated and calm during the process, and not once did I experience writer's block. I'm so grateful for Matt and Caleb helping me on creating a book that I'm incredibly proud of, because that's our goal. Our goal is for you to write books that you're proud of, okay? And I love this, man. This lady was awesome, or she still is, very courageous. Shelly, she came to us wanting to write a book about the death of her 20-year-old son. And it's called Shining Through. I got a picture of it on down somewhere in these slides. And just so inspiring. I'm proud of her because, it wasn't easy, but she shared her message. And now she has a full-time coaching business, coaching people through grief. She does retreats for parents that have lost kids. And that's what she said. She says, huge shout out to Matt and Caleb Maddix Publishing. They give so much value. The courses are straightforward, easy for this horse girl to understand. Amazing personalness, which was huge for me. They took me where I was at and worked for me from there. I never once felt alone, belittled, or inferior in the writing process. They are and were so encouraging and so excited for me as a writer. They truly believed in me and what I was writing. I'm forever connected to them. They gave me help, support, clarity, and they authentically cared. From the very first time I received their call to just meeting them in person in October, I call them the Maddix men. They have hearts of gold. Thank you, Shell. That was nice of you. But guys, look, then the next phase, okay? So as you can see, all you got to do is worry about phase 1, get that done. And then phase 2, and we keep it very simple. And then the third phase is where you actually, this is where the look of your book comes in. So in phase 2, you just learn our few writing secrets and storytelling secrets, and then you follow our writing schedule. And if you're writing a 10-chapter book and you did 1 chapter a week, you could get a 10-chapter book in 10 weeks done, okay? So we'll talk more about that later. But the third phase that we take you through is what we call the look of your book. This is where we professionally edit your book so that it flows like a book. And that, most importantly, though, your voice is kept alive. Because I see a lot of people edit books, and yeah, they might be good at editing grammar, but they drown out the author's voice, and we don't let that happen to you, okay? Then we format the inside of the book so that obviously your interior looks professional, your page numbers, your table of content, etc. We design an amazing book cover for you that you love so that it pops and commands attention. And then we obviously set up your ISBN number so your book is legally recognized and you can easily get it in any store nationwide, okay, once you have that ISBN number. Very important. Look what Mabry said. She did an awesome job. She goes, hey guys, I know there's a lot of new people here, so I just want to say hi. I know all this could be new, intimidating, and challenging, but I just want to let you know you're in the right place. My book is titled Back to Bliss. The overall message is self-worth. Through different traumas and challenging circumstances, I lost myself. The result was addiction and suicide attempts. Now my book is in 3 stores, Amazon, of course, and the direct result of my book being published, I've become a youth ambassador for a nonprofit that our main focus is suicide prevention for youth. A year ago when I started Maddix Publishing, I had no idea that it could play such a vital role in people's lives being youth ambassador. So I just want to encourage everyone, doubt or whatever, to keep moving forward. You got this. See? It's message, it's mission, and it's money. Now let me answer just a few quick questions for you before I share the rest of what we can do and show you how to get started, okay? Because these are common questions that I get asked. How long will it take for my book to get edited once it's submitted? Now, it's usually about 3 to 5 weeks. But a lot of it depends because we like to under-promise, over-deliver. So I know that I can get it done in less than 4 weeks, but I like to say 3 to 5 because I believe we can get it done sooner, but I know we can get it done between that 3 to 5 week window for you, okay? And then the question is, what if you haven't even started your book? Well, that's no big deal because once you go through our training, I actually kind of sometimes actually prefer to work with people that haven't started because once they go through this framework here, then their book's going to be so much better. It's going to flow better. It's going to have better content, better stories. It's going to be more organized. And most importantly, you as the author, your energy And your confidence and your attitude is extremely important, okay? So no worries if you haven't started your book yet. We got your back. We will show you step by step how to start. Will people read my book even if nobody really knows who I am? Can I give you guys something about that? It doesn't matter. Now, is it helpful if you're Oprah or LeBron James? Of course. Is it helpful that you're Matt Maddix? Yeah. But it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, people want results. People love stories. People love inspiration. They like to cry. They like to laugh. And books make people do this. And the truth is, people don't buy books because you're famous. They buy books because the title gets their attention and the subject matter, either solves a problem, heals a pain, or gets them a desire, okay? So don't worry about that. Are there any additional expenses with this process? No, once you make the investment, we do everything and give you the book back. The only additional expense you would have would be in your marketing budget, or maybe depending on the length of maybe your funnel that you were going to do for your book, which I'll talk more about that later. Does Maddix Publishing take a percentage of sales? We've thought about it. We've wrestled with it, but we currently don't. So you're lucky. So you get 100% rights and profits of your book. How much will it cost you to order your books? Well, here's what's cool. When your book is done and up on Amazon, Amazon will ship your books for you and send you a check in your bank, or the deposit money in your bank account every month as a result of how many books you've sold. And you'll have a back office on Amazon to be able to log on and track your book sales and whatnot. But you don't have to keep an overhead of books. Now, if you wanted to order, say, 100 copies of your book, it would only cost you $2.15, about $2.15 to 45 cents wholesale, meaning, that's all you're paying. So you're paying about $250 for a box of 100 of your books. Maybe another $50 to $60 in shipping. So let's just say $300. Well, if you sold all 100 of those for $15, you still make $1,200. Now, here's the billion-dollar question. How long should my book be? Well, guys, the truth is there's really no rule, but I will tell you, let's just stop and get realistic, right? People are busier than they've ever been. There's a lot pulling for their attention, and we're in a world where people see up to 5,000 messages a day, whether it's through marketing, internet, social media. So I like to say to keep your book around 75 pages. If I could tell everybody out there, think about a 5 to 10 chapter book, and think about, instead of one big book, why don't you write sequels? Why don't you build a community and build some excitement instead of just sharing everything in one book? Keep people coming back and reading and wanting more, okay? So then let's go back into what happens after phase number 3, where we go through and design your entire book. So do you see how it's literally, number 1, you create the framework. Number 2, you write the book, okay? You follow the writing schedule and you write it. And you might be sitting there thinking, well, what if I hate typing? What if I hate writing? That's okay, because we show you how you can transcribe your book, and our editors are really good at editing that for you too as well. And so then we covered, obviously, the look of your book, and now I want to take you through the most important, because what good is it if you have a message, and your message and your story and your book can really change people's lives, but you don't know how to market it, you don't know how to sell it. Okay, that's why we give you the Maddix marketing system that we created for our authors only. And that's where you get our personal Facebook ad guide for selling your book. Okay, because one thing to know Facebook ads, it's another thing to know how to market your book, and you learn those secrets, and it's so easy. You're probably sitting there thinking, well, I don't understand tech. Don't worry about that. That's why you need this marketing system, because See, the things that I show, there's a lot. These are the basics that cover the overall system, okay? But here's what you have to know. The book launch secrets that we show you in number 2 and how to have a successful book launch. That's where your money's coming, okay? The top 10 ways to sell your book, okay? You have to go through that and learn what Jack Canfield taught Caleb and I and how he sold 500 million copies of his book. It's genius. And then we're going to go through in the marketing system, the home and locations of your book and how to get your book everywhere across the world so that you can make money and impact and have some fun and feel good knowing your story is being read by other humans. And that way, you know, your mess became a message. All right. And then I'm going to take you through the Maddix magical 24 laws of marketing. There's Caleb and I with our mentor, Jack Canfield. And then, guys, phase number 5 is when the book is in marketing. This is where we say, okay, it's next level time. We're going to take you through the Maddix Dream Life system. We're going to walk you through creating and launching your mission, movement, nonprofit, or cause. Because, guys, let's get real. You know, we're not looking to just publish books for people. We want to see, you know, we're living in a day where we need healers, we need messages, we need voices, we need teachers, we need wisdom, we need people to write with passion and conviction and opinions and be strong. And we'll take in people no matter what type of book. You know, it doesn't have to all be leadership, business, or self-help. It's just usually the types of books that gravitate towards us. Look at this, what Ben said. He said, I can't express how much I've learned and implemented from going through Maddix Publishing as I write my book. Any snags you run into get sorted out fast with access to the Facebook group. And the team wants you to succeed, and they genuinely care about you and will go above and beyond in exceeding your expectations. I love what Rod said. He goes, thank you, Maddix Publishing. A 7-year seed inside of me that did not grow until I joined the Maddix team. This is down here on the left. What does that say? They know how to aspire and draw it out of you. They have the best system to get it done. Thank you, Matt and Caleb Maddix, for the inspiration and guidance and getting this long-buried seed to finally grow. Everything you called out is spot on. You got this, guys, and you're definitely in the right place to get it done. So, guys, here's what's cool. That's everything you get in Maddix Publishing. We take you through those 5 phases, okay? And so it is a complete done-for-you service. But hold on. You guys are probably thinking, oh my God, you're kidding. I can't believe you have more for us. And this is true. Because if you really sat down and you thought about it, and you really were thinking practical but also emotional, and you're thinking to yourself, wait a minute, I have an opportunity to finally find a process that I can go through that's as easy as just simply focusing at 5 different phases, okay, and doing the work, following the steps. Guys, but remember, we created this for you to have success. That's why we're also going to give you a bonus and give you access to the Maddix Publishing Toolbox. And this is where we give you all of our checklists, literally every checklist you need for your book, for your marketing, you know, for your brand, for everything you need as an author. Those checklists are in that toolbox online in our site. And we're going to give you a sample outline that you can follow. And you're going to get to watch a video of me showing you how I write a book. You're going to get our Maddix affirmations for writers. We're going to give you a list of apps that we use for transcribing and help you get your book done fast. And then we're going to give you free access to ClickFunnels to use for your marketing and sales. We'll show you how to get that, okay? But, so, as you know, we're all about from your message to your mission to your money, the Maddix Publishing way. So we thought, okay, let's create a treasure center for our authors. That literally this treasure center alone is worth the investment. And you'll see why in a minute. Because we in this treasure center give you our $5,000 training our sought-after speaker secrets. We give you our Maddix sales secrets. It has over 40 of my best sales training videos. We give you the Maddix way to $100,000 a year that'll work for anyone that applies them. We're going to give you the Maddix millionaire secrets on how we made $1 million in 4 markets and how you can too. We're going to give you the Maddix business secrets on how to start your own coaching and online business so that, you can live your life free and make money. I like what Isaiah said. He's cool. You got to check out his book, by the way. And by the way, man, I just can't believe, shout out to my boy Julian. You guys need to check out the elementary entrepreneur that got his book done in Maddix Publishing. And shout out to Rhonda. Oh my God, you got to read this book about death and grief. And it's just awesome. Great work, Rhonda, if you ever see this video. And then look what Isaiah said. He also is soaring. He said, one of the greatest decisions I ever made was signing to Maddix Publishing. Matt and Caleb bring value to the table, and they give you direct access to them. We don't do that anymore, by the way, guys. That was under an earlier offer, so don't get discouraged. But I'll show you how you can get access to us down the road. But specifically for this video, we keep it very specific to the result of getting your book done. So let's continue reading. Let's go right about here. He said, I feel better prepared to write more books in the future. Recently, I booked 3 speaking gigs. All have over 1,000 people in attendance. Matt gave me awesome coaching advice on how to sell at those events, and so many opportunities have presented themselves since joining Maddix Publishing. And, and then look, awesome book by Rebecca Bramblett, Water Walkers. And here's some of our other authors. I just want to show you a few of them. There's Shelly I was telling you about. And shout out to some of our other authors in Maddix Publishing and got some really cool stories I wish I had time to tell you. Here's Wendy. She got in. She was a counselor. She wrote this book, The Mindset Makeover. She was able to quit her practice and start a full-time coaching business. She does retreats. She speaks all over America. And really, look at this. She said, Matt Maddix, thank you for your support. For years, I've known what I needed to do. I just lacked execution. I tried various avenues that led to this dead ends. Since that first phone call with you, everything's changed. The motivation, the encouragement, the insight I received. Team Maddix has lit a fire in me that's honestly leading to results. 2018 is my year. And, it's just really cool, isn't it? Our boy Raj, I was telling you about. And here's what's cool about Raj is, he'd been wanting to write this book for 7 years. He got it done. He obviously got into a higher upgrade with us, and we took him to Arnold Schwarzenegger's mansion with us. But listen to what I wrote about Raj, because this is important. That's good morning, authors. I trust you're well in getting it done. Raj been wanting to write a book for 7 years. Yes, 7 years. We were first called in December, and he just finished the book yesterday. Congrats. How'd he do it? Gave himself a deadline. It's very important for you guys. He stuck to the process and didn't overthink. Also very important. He did not edit while he was writing. It's a major mistake. And it costs you time and energy. Let the editor do the editing. He connected in the group. He watched all the videos. He was on the Zoom call. And he followed our method for writing a book. Didn't try to reinvent the wheel. He kept it simple. Raj works full-time job with the government. Has 4 kids. Teaches leadership training to the church. Starts his own coaching business. What does that mean? He's busy also. Take the hint, my friends. Love, love, love you guys. Proud of you, Raj. Give him some love and celebrate with him. I like what Tosha said. She said, I feel like the support I received through this process was unlike anything I've ever received anywhere else. She said I was check the Voxer for questions because I was shocked with the over-delivery of what we authors got, including the VIP day, the information in the courses. The courses simplified the book writing process. They gave me clarity, which was huge for me. And since I wasn't sure what was going to write, little extras here and there is what sets this publishing company apart. You feel like an actual person, not a client. You feel cared about and like your success is important. And I really valued that. So, guys, I said all that to say that I want to welcome you into Maddix Publishing, okay? So if you like our 5-phase system, if you like the fact that we do all the work for you, if you like and love the fact that literally all you have to do is write, That's it. And we handle every single detail of the book for you. And most importantly, all the bonuses, I am going to give you guys an opportunity to take advantage of right now, because we've had Maddix Publishing closed for a while and we've reopened it back up. Closed meaning we've still been open, but closed, not allowing new authors in. That's what I mean. Now we've opened it back up. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give you guys an opportunity to get in for just, hold on. I know what you're thinking. Oh my God, $9,444 for all of that? Hold on. I want you guys to see something before you make a decision. Everything that you are getting with us, you are getting our 5-phase system for your book, where we take you through all 5 of these phases, step by step, so you never get confused, stuck, discouraged. Phase 1 is where we take you through the who, what, why, and how of your book, how to pick the best title, subtitle, and chapters, the 21 questions you must answer before writing your book, the Maddix method to deciding on your topics and stories, checklists on everything you need to start, phase 2. And I'm going to show you guys, but I want you to wait for a second, because everything that you're getting is literally worth $9,444, or I would never, ever, ever ask people to make that investment. Okay, think about it. You are getting a book that is now a tool that builds your legacy forever, a tool that you can use to make money, to build a business, to inspire others. But guys, I'm going to make a deal with you guys. Even though you're getting all of this, and even though all of this, us literally giving you the storytelling secrets that we learned from the top Hollywood trainer that trains the top Hollywood actors and actresses, our own writing schedule that you can follow. We're handling the entire look of your book, the editing, the formatting of the book cover design, and setting up your ISBN number and showing you how to upload it to Amazon in less than 15 minutes. And then we're going to give you our marketing system. This alone is worth 10 grand. And not to mention the fact that you're going to get our Facebook ad guide. And that guide is not a book. That is us literally giving you a checklist plus videos of teaching the basics of Facebook ads, the do's and don'ts. And here's what we've used to be able to make millions with a book funnel. And we're going to give you our book launch secrets so that you have a successful book launch. We're going to give you the top 10 ways to sell your book, and what Jack Canfield taught us on how he sold 500 million copies. We're going to also give you the home and locations of your book, the Maddix 24 laws of marketing. Now guys, you're getting all of that. But wait, I have a special offer for you. I'm going to give you a special offer that if you make a decision right now, I'm going to let you have all of this today for just $4,444. That's right, I'm giving you literally $5,000 off today. Or you can get it for just 3 payments of $1,544. You know what that means? That means you're going to get all of this. You're going to get our marketing system. We're also going to take you through how to make sure that your book becomes your legacy. And you're going to get our Dream Life system. You're going to get our creating and launching your mission, movement, and cause, your tribe and how you will serve them, your name, your brand, your legacy, and how to become an influencer, how to get on podcasts, TV, and the biggest stages. Now, let's suppose you don't want to do any of this part. You don't want to get on stages. You don't want to get on TV. You don't want to get on podcasts. That's cool. You still need to go through our legacy training because of some of the stuff that we're going to be talking about with your mission, your movement, your cause. But most importantly, this Dream Life system you're going to get is worth the entire phase 5, okay? And then you're going to get our first bonus. You're going to get our Maddix Publishing Toolbox, which is you're going to get our checklist, all of our checklists for our entire process, our sample book outline, our video of showing how to write a book, Maddix affirmations for writers, list of apps we use for transcribing and help you get your book done fast and give you free access to ClickFunnels. And then you're going to get the Maddix Treasure Center, where you're going to get our best training and teaching that you'll be able to use whether you need sales, whether you want to learn how to make $100,000 a year so you can have freedom, Whether you want to become a millionaire, whether you want to start your own coaching business or online business, that's right, you can get it today only for just $4,444 or 3 payments of $154. Now I want you guys to see this right here. I'm going to go ahead and highlight it for you. And that's our money back guarantee. That's this. Your book done and on Amazon in 12 weeks. If you follow our process, okay, done and on Amazon in 12 weeks or money back guaranteed. Money back guarantee if you're not happy. So this is a very safe, easy investment because for just $4,444 or 3 payments of $154, you get everything in our entire Maddix Publishing system. And this is a 12-week process. So what's cool is in less than 12 weeks, you will be an author. Your book on Amazon. So here's what I want you to do next. If you're a yes, and I mean if you have no hesitation, yes, I'm in. I want to be in. I want you guys to do my book. This makes sense to me. Here's what you do. You can text this number, 727-318-2435, and just say, hey, I'm ready to get started with my book, or I'd like to talk to somebody. Maybe you have some questions. Now, you're going to make the investment of $4,444, or obviously 3 payments of $1,544 in 4 ways. You can use a credit or debit card. We use Cash App, Apple Pay, or PayPal. And when you text us, we'll show you how to get that, or we can even text you back a link. And you're going to make the investment of $4,444, or you're going to choose the payment option, and you're going to get immediate access into Maddix Publishing. Or if you're watching this video, you can also click the link below if you're a yes, or maybe you just have some questions and you want to talk to somebody. We do offer what we call free 15-minute clarity calls just to help you get clear about your book. So all you need to do again is just text this number, 727-318-2435, or click the link below now and make an appointment to get on the phone with us for about 15 minutes to answer any questions. There'll be no pressure to buy. We don't believe in that. We only want to work with people that are a yes, people that are enthusiastically ready to write their book. So if you're excited about finally having the same kind of results that you've been seeing right here in this video, I would love for you to just click the link below or shoot us a text, and Caleb and I would be honored to publish your book and serve you and see you become an author. And thank you for your time. If you know of anybody that wants to write a book, please share this video with them. We would love to serve them and inspire them as well. Remember, if you get started today, you can save $5,000 and get it for $4,444. That's it. Now, I want to just show you one last thing, okay? That's very, very important to you guys. And that's this. You see this? Your message, your mission, and your money? Well, you can make sure all of that happens within the next 12 weeks by saying yes right now and clicking the link below, or simply texting us at this number right here, 727-318-2435. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. I'm excited to see you become an author so that you can get your message and your mission and your money. God bless, my friends. Thank you.